What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Off to Japan, and today we're going to talk about the topic of fresh wasabi. Not the wasabi that you see on restaurants, but rather this. Look at that. Yes, so this is fresh wasabi. In order to eat this wasabi, you need to first grate it. And you can't use any usual grater. You actually have to use one called a micro grater. Basically means that the holes are much smaller and much more fine. That way you can get some really fine wasabi rather than in chunks. So we're gonna go get the micro grater and then also get some sushi to go with the wasabi, and also get the supermarket type of wasabi. Wasabi that's already made, and do a comparison of what it tastes like. All right, let's go. All right, so now I'm at a shop called Can Do, and we're looking for the micro grater. I think I see it right here. Now, let's get our supermarket wasabi to do a comparison taste with the fresh wasabi. Usually there are two types of wasabi at the supermarket. The one on the left is nama wasabi, which is spicier and is used as a condiment. The one on the right is hon wasabi, which is usually more fragrant and goes well with the sushi. Today we're going to try this one in the supermarket compared to the one that is fresh at home. Wasabi in the tube from supermarkets usually have many added ingredients and preservatives, such as corn oil, salt, starch, and such. Now, let's get some sushi. So, one thing in Japan is the sushi everywhere is very good, even the ones in the supermarket. Look at this. That looks really good. Which one should I get? I'm gonna get this one. 798 yen. Ooh, this one looks pretty good too. All right, now we're back. Now, you can see the micro grater right here. I actually made a mistake. This wasn't exactly a micro grater, but rather a condiment grater. A micro grater has even more fine grating holes than this one, but this can still be used for wasabi. And now we're going to grate this fresh wasabi. So now we have the wasabi. We're going to take all these leaves off. Apparently you can eat this as well, but they don't look that nice. So we're not going to use that part. We're going to wash this, and then you can see all these black stuff that we need to get rid of as well. And then once we get rid of the black stuff, we can then grate it. Washing it now here. I think some of the black stuff already come out, but if it doesn't come out, I'll use a knife. Okay, it looks like got most of the dirt off. And then I'm going to take off this black parts over here that we don't need. Should have probably used a peeler for this. You can smell a little bit of the wasabi flavor. Ooh, yeah, that smells like wasabi. I wonder if it's going to be hot, spicy, like the usual wasabi, or different.
Don't eat it. Don't eat it.
Okay, now we can grate the wasabi. Oh yeah, I think it's grating pretty fine. You can really smell a little bit of that wasabi pungent smell to it. I think this is going to taste really good with sushi. You can see a little bit of the wasabi in here right now. Ooh, that smells really strong. Ooh, I can feel it in my eyes. I think because it's fresh wasabi, it has all that aroma in the air. Has that really stingy feel to my eyes.
Like the onion?
Well, this is actually stronger than onion, I think. Look at that. Done about half of the wasabi. I think that's enough. Okay, so here's the fresh wasabi. Ooh, that's strong. And then here's the fake wasabi. I'm going to open it up, and we're going to compare. This is what it looks like. Wasabi tube. It's definitely a lot more liquidy compared to the fresh wasabi. The fresh wasabi was a little bit more solid. Excuse me. And here's the sushi. Okay, here's the sushi. As you can see here, here's some salmon, some squid, tuna, salmon roe, egg, shrimp, all kinds of stuff. let's try it out. First is I'm gonna put some soy sauce here. Wow, there we go. Okay, I think that's enough. I'm gonna try some of this fake wasabi first. Put on this tuna. Tastes like usual. The wasabi, pretty spicy. You can definitely feel the sting on your tongue, as expected. Okay, now let's try the fresh wasabi. Look at that color. You can see some of the skin on it as well. It's definitely a lot more of a solid. It's not so pasty like the tube wasabi from the supermarket. I was expecting it to be more spicy, because I definitely felt it when I was grating it. But actually, the tube wasabi from the supermarket is a lot more spicy. I also feel like there's a little bit more aroma. Actually, I'm going to try a little bit of the wasabi by itself. Yeah, not that spicy at all. Actually, just slightly. You can feel a little tingle, but that's it. There's definitely a lot more aroma, kind of some herbal taste to it. It's good. But to be honest, I think I prefer the supermarket wasabi because it has a little bit more of a sting. It's something that I'm more used to, whereas this isn't as impactful. But I could see this being used in, like for example, ryori. How do I say ryori?
Dish.
In some kind of dish. Thank you. Yes. So I think this would be good to, like, for cooking. I can use that aroma to cook for something. Actually, we went to Okutama about a year ago, and when we tasted it, it was the same. Just a slight tingle, not so spicy, and it tasted really good. It went very well with some kind of pork belly rice dish. So yeah, I would recommend to use this wasabi to cook, and then this wasabi to put on like sushi or, you know, kind of like a condiment. Actually, I'm going to try this with the tube sauce again. You can definitely feel it in your nose. And since it's not so spicy, I'm going to put a big chunk of wasabi, of this fresh wasabi, on here. Look at all that. That's a lot. But you can put a lot because it's not spicy at all. Actually, I take that back. If you put quite a bit of wasabi, you can feel the tingle. You can still feel it in your nose. Alright, that is what fresh wasabi is like. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, please like and subscribe. We'll be making more videos about Japan. This one, Japanese wasabi, for example. And yeah, see you later. Bye bye.